The Detroit Lions have had 2 major helmet designs since the beginning of the Super Bowl era. We're going to go over all of the changes from the Detroit Lions over the years. And Steve, let's start this one in 1967.
Sure, let's do it.
All right. So they wore this from 61 to 67, but 67 being the first year of the Super Bowl, not that the Lions would know. But
ouch.
It was basically silver helmet, gray face mask, and a Honolulu blue lion with a couple of Honolulu blue stripes. Relatively simple,
Sure.
I think. I think at that time, this was probably one of the more elaborate or detailed decals out there. Just the fact that it wasn't just like a big, nothing against the Packers, a big oval G on the side of the helmet.
Yeah.
In 1968, they went all the way extreme and they changed that middle stripe to white.
Yeah.
But it's adding another color to the scheme, so I'm kind of okay with that. They still had that gray face mask though, of which I wasn't really a fan of. So in 1970, they took that white and they put an outline around the lion. So now you had the white stripe, you had the outline around the lion, and I think you had more white in the uniform as well.
Hey, baby steps.
Yep, you got to start somewhere, right? They wore that from 1970 to 1983 with a gray face mask, and then in 1984, it couldn't have happened soon enough, they switched to a blue face mask. Here's the thing, it didn't match the decals on the helmet. So the blue that they used was what we consider now to be royal blue. On television, in the stands, probably couldn't really tell much of a difference. But certainly now, when you go back and you look at the photos, it's just obviously a different color. So in 2003, they got rid of the blue face mask and they put a black face mask on there. And in addition to the white outline, they've added a black outline. So now you've got 2 outlines. They're, expanding on the black in the design. Black face mask, got this little extra black border around the white border around the lion. And then in 2009, they go to the 5 stripes. So you had a black, white, blue, white, black stripe, with the blue stripe being wider than the other stripes down the helmet. Sticking with the black face mask, they're slowly adding more and more black to their helmets.
And they got more defined with the lion, so it actually looks like a lion. I can't believe they made it so long with the silhouette. The longer you look at it, it actually bugs your eyes out.
And then in 2017, Steve, they got rid of all the black. They completely stripped it out of the helmet, and this is what we have on the desk right now. It's what they wear now, which is a silver helmet with just blue.
All right, well, we should go back and break these down a little bit more then, because we have stuff to say about all of these, don't you think?
Let's go all the way back to 1994 with
Okay.
the 94 special. What the Lions did, which is not that different than other teams, is they just stripped all the decals off the helmet.
Yeah, keep it simple, blue face mask.
Then in 2003, and then a few games in 2004, they did the same thing again, but with a black face mask. So now you got the silver helmet, black face mask. It just looks great. Let's get back to this guy on the desk here. In 2017, silver face mask that matches the silver in the paint, which is a lot harder than it looks. And I think the Lions have kind of nailed it with the design that they have now. Not my favorite design though.
No.
And there's a little bit of white still in the lion. So I want to know your opinion. Leave a comment below which one of these helmets is your favorite. We haven't talked about their alternate helmet.
Yeah.
As of this recording, they've only worn it once. It is would you call this an anodized light blue? Or you could say it's a Honolulu blue.
Yeah, it has that same kind of finish as the Commander's helmet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Blaze.
I think it's a cool color. I get the decal on the side where it kind of harkens back to automobile emblems of the 40s, 50s, 60s eras. And so I get it, and they're owned by the Ford family.
Ford Field, it really looks just like the classic logo of the Mustang, which I guess that's cool. Like, I'm not mad at it, but I also don't like it very much. I like the color of the shell a lot.
When I first saw the helmet, when it was released, and you had all of the photos from all of the other alternate helmets released, it didn't score in the top 5. But it's kind of grown on me a little bit. I do like it better. I think that they should not have put a gray face mask on it, and they should have just stuck with silver would be nice, because there's silver in the decals.
Yes.
So Steve, what's your favorite Lions helmet? Let's just get it out.
Okay, so I'm going with the 2013. I was a big Calvin Johnson fan, and I remember just seeing that black face mask over and over again. Yeah.
So the 09 to 16.
Yes.
With the 5 stripes, with the most amount of black in the helmets.
Yes, what did make that the absolute best was because they upgraded the lion decal, and it really looks like a lion now.
Yes. Now, I'm going to let you know my favorite helmet. You ready for this?
Yeah, please.
My favorite helmet, Steve, is the same as your favorite helmet.
And I do think it's fun, except for that one alternate that the Lions have stuck with silver. They're not changing. If you're not a Lions fan, but you like this type of video, in the description, we have a playlist with the other 31 teams.